Well, y'all, I'm working on this. I keep being reminded of that movie, Stargate. Being reminded, memories. And then they bring to mind that movie, The Land Before Time. Some of the things I started remembering were actually memories of what I call the beginning of the first mother. Why would people think that a man with a swinging dick would be created first? But y'all can't birth the new. It don't make sense. But what I'm also hearing is that the possibility are limitless, like the potential of our mind with creation, the act of creation. And I think that's the beautiful thing I'm learning about art or creating. It doesn't have to be studied, it probably helps, or learned. Try what just comes to you, or what feels most natural or just intrinsic, I suppose. What is beautiful to you? What do you see your creation becoming? How do you envision your own art? I'm making a mess, but that's all right. That's like falling down and scraping your knee. We kind of learn from that, don't we? We all do. And I'm hearing that's how exploring alternate realities is kind of like as well. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at this and hearing the words time portals. And I'm kind of curious as to where Spirit's going with this. And I'm hearing seek, because I'm like, there has to be a message in here somewhere that Spirit's leading me to. And what I'm hearing is seek and you shall find. And I also hear the answer is always within as it is without. And I'm being reminded of how in nature, many of your indigenous people would say that the answers are found within nature itself. And it is most times. You can look to the animals. Let's talk about sentient beings. We're all sentient. If we all have senses, if we have the ability to feel, you're sentient. It is intrinsic. I'm hearing next the word adaptability and how we adapt and flow. If you think about how man itself has evolved throughout time, and I'm hearing the word space, time, dimension, and I'm kind of looking at this and hearing the time loops as well. Are we progressing or regressing is also what I'm hearing. All right, let's get this. This seems to be an interesting thought or theory wherever Spirit's going, because I'm hearing let's pull a card. Let me put one more. Got to put one more. Maybe one more right there. I'm hearing inside dimensions. And I keep going back to that inside as without. Within as without. All right, Spirit, where are you going? I'm hearing somewhere interesting. I like interesting. Let's move and find out. I'm hearing side quest. Oh, I'm hearing road for the weary. Why road for the weary? Okay, then they go back to the inside as without. The road for the weary. So it's almost like when your spirit is tired, when your soul or spirit is tired, when you feel weighed down by life, when you're weary with it, like you've been rode hard and put away wet, it's time to go inside and reflect upon the inside. And I'm being reminded of another creator. Her name is Saging of the Soul. And she mentioned that saging of the soul, I can't remember how she put it exactly, but like the cleansing and purification of the inside of self. Saging of the soul of one's own energetic being, one's own essence, one's own soul. So when you feel rode hard and put away wet, it's time to go within and reflect. And I'm noticing how my candle, the wick, it's kind of curling back in on itself. Okay. All right. I'm game. Let's see where we're going. Yum yum. Y'all see me, I'm all excited here. And I'm hearing curiosity got the cat. Most definitely. I'm hearing the beautification of spirit, and I'm being reminded of the beatitudes in Matthew with Jesus, with Yeshua. Do you want these cards? Okay, Flora, I saw something going by there. Oh, okay, well, you come on out too. We're not going, okay. You don't want all these, do you? I'm hearing no. We have the scholar, investigation, and research. They said within is without. So when we're feeling rode hard and, road weary or life weary, it's time to go within. Searching one's own essence, one's own truth. I'm noticing the candle and that I kind of get fixated on it. Hi. I wonder if I could, I don't know if we could get that where y'all can, no, we'll let it be. I'll have to fix it next time to where y'all can see it. Let's read the wax. I actually got some wax on there too. It looks like a hummingbird, actually. And I'm noticing I got wax on the ring finger, but it's on the first joint, and there's two of them. Y'all only been married twice. My first husband, we were only together for 6 months. And then my second husband, my late husband, gosh, it was almost 24 years, 10, 11 on the timer there, but it was 10, 10. So the hummingbird and the scholar, and it's almost like there's like a blob below the hummingbird. And it's almost like the shape of a pine, like 3/4 of it's still there. But what I'm seeing is that not the butterfly come out, but the hummingbird is in flight. She's taken off. And if we also think about the butterfly, the symbolism of the butterfly, that creation, that you've gone through the metamorphosis, and I'm noticing that wax on my screen. You've gone inside, you've been doing some research here. It says the Earth Star chakra here as well, in that initiation. So it's like it's almost like you've gone through this process and been inside studying self and learning. You've gone through this initiation and you're taking flight. Notice how this is right here. That has really caught my attention. Look at the eye right there in the lotus. Then also, that was card number 1. And then we had card number 3, which is the Koro creation, the sacral chakra. And y'all, here I was working on my painting. Look at those colors. Look at the serpent energy as well, but that serpent energy and the wings and the circles, but also here. Y'all, I've been using that a lot too lately. It's almost, and I'm keep concentrating on the colors, but also the wings, and I'm being reminded of the hummingbird. And these little glass stones that I was putting on my painting. They'll, depending on how you tilt them all, they're different colors. They're the dark, the black, but it's depending on how the light hits them. The shifting in perspective also. And I noticed I picked up 4. There's 4 solid foundations. All I was saying, 4 is those building like those 4 solid foundations. So you've gone through this growth. You've been inside. I'm hearing integrating, but not only learning, investigating self. It's almost like you've done this. You stepped through the stargate of self. Okay, you stepped within. I noticed how it kind of got a little lighter there, and have really been exploring you, and you've come out as this, you've gone through the metamorphosis, bust out of your little cocoon there, and now you've gone from the hummingbird to the butterfly. And I'm also seeing like a bow and arrow. I know I saw 3/4 of a pie. Like a quarter of it had been gone from like the 9 o'clock to the 12 o'clock position. So we have the deep, dark sea mermaid. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. Card 16. And we got a bow and arrow. It's almost like, boop. Or it could be, it reminds me as well as of the military. I can't remember what that thing is, but it like shoots up. It is like, boom, 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 boom. What are you aiming for? What are you aiming for? Find the solution in the unknown places in the darkness of self. It's almost like this pause, and it's like, where we go next? I'm looking at the wax as well, because I got wax over here. And interesting enough, I told you that I've been using this symbol. I put that symbol on my candle as well. I've been using that recently. I'm hearing the initiation of self. Why am I suddenly getting like I'm seeing Daphne from Shag and Scooby. The colors of her outfit, the lavender and the purples. But I'm also seeing, what is it, Thelma. Notice those colors here. That curiosity. Didn't I mention that? Curiosity of the cat. Do you want these cards? Okay. Feel like this sense of excitement. We got the Knight of Cups and then the Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands. What I'm getting, it's almost like you're leaving behind imagination stories or bullshit. If there ain't no proof in the pudding, if you're mouthing words and there ain't no action behind it, it's like, I'm going to leave that bullshit behind. And what came with it is what I'm seeing is this Page of Wands, but y'all, I'm being reminded of the dandelion puffs. Making that wish, taking the inspired action. You're not putting all your bets on love or love outside of self is what I'm getting. You understand? It's almost like, bitch, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to dream my own dream, whatever that may be. And it's like you're investing in the self, you're pouring into you. You're taking that inspired action with you. And I'm noticing here the three, these, and it's almost like this one's going, back, go on and go. It's almost like your spirits, guides are going, back, get out the door. And here, the deep, going within the deep dark. I do like that. The bottom of the deck is adjustment. So you're making adjustments, an attunement or a tuning. And they're showing me the tuning fork. And it's like you're shifting your priorities, or we are, however you want to see this. See, the Princess of Discs came out in the reverse with the defeat card. I almost want to put it with that knight there. It's like you're leaving that bullshit behind. You're making the adjustments. You're fine-tuning yourself. What do you really want? You're not betting on anything outside of self. So, and again, I'm noticing the hummingbird, but I'm also hearing mermaid. This card got knocked off. It says the Chamber of Manifestation. Do you want to take that? See how she's like, I mentioned the stargates before. And it actually was a circle I was working on, like one of the circle, and it does remind me of the Stargate. But you see how she is here in the center. And remember I mentioned the butterfly and then coming out as the hummingbird. And how it's like you got this dome over you and it's pouring in to you. That self-focus. I'm hearing self-initiation. And initiation did come out in the sacral core, the core of creation. I'm hearing the words home improvement as well. I feel like I've been wambling. I about to said wambling ass. Wombling around like we're taking this luxurious walk or stroll through. I'm hearing the word self-interest. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfect. You need to be self-interested. Find out what you're curious about. What is your curiosity of your cat? What makes you purr? What pleases you? What makes you happy? What do you feel indulgent about with yourself? What secret desire makes you feel luxurious? Makes you feel like, wow, let's purr. Wow, I'm the kitty who got it all. And I did it for me. That initiation. The walker, the unknown, a journey. Notice the three birds. Oops. Oh, shit you not. And it's 4:03 Central Standard Time here in Alabama. 4:03, and I mentioned that the number four, that I had these 4 stones that I picked up, and that is my 4 solid foundations. That's my solid foundation. And the 3 with the 3 birds here. The number 3 is significant for you as well as the birds. I'm hearing blue jays though. Okay. I'm kind of excited here. Y'all, I keep going. It's like so self-indulgent. It's almost like a forbidden fruit. I shit you not, bitch. I heard how appetizing, how fulfilling. Self-discovery. What bits and parts of me are unexplored and unknown, yet to be discovered. Forbidden fruit, isn't it? Card 35, which is shedding, transmutation, and intrication. We had the serpent energy to begin with the sacral chakra, the core of creation, which was card number 3. This is shedding, transmutation, and integration. And then we had the frog spirit, which is 34, cleansing, transition, and change. And I think I mentioned metamorphosis. Y'all, I love confirmation. I ain't gonna lie. I love confirmation. All right, where else are we going? Y'all, I'm kind of liking, I really am just focusing on my YouTube because I could do my videos longer and actually just sit here and ramble. And they're saying explore the inner dimensions of self and just channel and see where it flows. Where are we going? What stargate are we going through today? And I keep hearing, if you're going to write the book, write the book. If you're going to do something, do it. Do what makes you happy. Do those parts of yourself or explore the parts of you that are yet unknown. those forbidden fruits or candies within self. What would you do if you could do it? If you could indulge yourself, what would it be? Y'all, today, my indulgence was hair. I got a hair mask on. So, what would you do? I mean, if you could just do anything, what would you do? What is it that is within self that you think is a forbidden fruit? Would you jump rope again? Would you start painting? What would you do? Would you go for a pedicure or manicure or what? A massage? What would you do for you? What would you do to discover the hidden depths of yourself that haven't spoken before? I'm seeing and smelling like orange, like the citrus orange. The masculine energy comes out there. Notice that I'm being reminded of the sun and the moon, but that masculine energy. Most of us don't embrace it, especially women. Most of us don't embrace or embracing the both. Let's see what the book says about this one. I want to see. Y'all, because I don't know these, but they're new oracle cards, but we're just going to see what it says. I'm listening to my guides here. And it was 116. The polarity suits. Paternal line, masculine energy, God, man, brother, male ancestors, support, foundations, building, the sun, drive, father issues, strength, practicalities, and the physical world. It says this card can represent the masculine and feminine energies within or around you. We each have these energies within us, regardless of our gender identification. This card can represent the masculine and feminine energies energetically, or it can represent actual people in our lives who embody the masculine or feminine energies, or who identify as masculine or feminine. If you pull the card with masculine right side up, the invitation made to embrace the masculine qualities within yourself. Or it may be drawing your attention to a person who embodies the masculine in your life and asking you to consider those key relationships in your life. And okay, so, and we're focusing on the inner self and discovering the parts that are yet unknown to self. And if you identify as being feminine, that's your masculine energy. However, gender is fluid. So exploring the hidden depths of you, even those masculine aspects. Y'all, I'm noticing the drawing on the outside of these decks. But you see how, again, it reminds me of the Stargate, and it's almost like these bodies, or the beginnings of bodies that are taking shape, the flow of it all, what's emerging, what could it possibly be? I mean, one way it looks like a dragon, another way it looks like maybe a frog leg, and, you know, depending on you look at it. This is on the bottom where it fell here, Lady Luna's magic, synchronized with lunar time and energy. And we had the masculine energy, which is that sun energy. Again, those dualities, the sun and the moon energies, represent the feminine and masculine aspects of self. The wild huntress here, which is card 19, face your shadow. And we had that part before about the dark shadows within. Embrace those dark side of you. Embrace them all, the light and the shadow. They're both beautiful. But you'll never know what you'll find inside. That's hot. I don't don't think we need much else than that, do we? I'm hearing growth and development. You're just an embryo. We're always changing. We're always fluid. Growth is like that. We're never stagnant. Again, I'm seeing that frog in, like the tadpoles. We're never stagnant. Life is always moving. We're always evolving and changing. I hope this resonates. Y'all hit a like and a subscribe if you want. If not, next time, y'all. I hope you enjoy it. Many blessings. Blessed be.